my channel SAP Lobby. Today we will discuss on the repetitive manufacturing. In which business process should follow the repetitive manufacturing, how it differentiates from the discrete manufacturing, what are the master data required, and we'll see also a demo in the SAP for the repetitive manufacturing process. Okay. So before we proceed, if you did not subscribe my channel, please subscribe. So repetitive manufacturing, if in a business they are using the same production line and without any frequent change in their setup for a longer long time, and they want to do the mass production within a small within a considerable or short span of time, then in that case we should use the repetitive manufacturing. But if you compare it with the discrete manufacturing, in case of discrete manufacturing, we are doing the frequent change of based on the production orders. So as soon as we are getting the production order, the setup might be changed for each production order. Okay, and product also might change frequently. But in case of repetitive manufacturing, similar products will be produced for a longer time with same production line or same assembly line. Okay, and so that's what we did not require the setup frequently in case of repetitive manufacturing. And repetitive manufacturing generally based on the plan order. Plan order is their final receipt, while in case of discrete, production order will be the final receipt. Okay, production order is not required in case of repetitive manufacturing. So this is the most high level of difference between repetitive manufacturing and discrete manufacturing, and which case we should follow the repetitive manufacturing. Okay, and now the master data. In case of for repetitive manufacturing, we need the metal master, bill of material, rate routing. So if we compare with discrete manufacturing, in case of discrete manufacturing we need the routing, while in case of repetitive manufacturing we need the rate routing. And production version. So production version is the combination of your BOM and rate routing. So in production version, we need to maintain that production version generally maintained in the metal master. So for which metal we have the BOM and routing, that combination will be maintained in the production version. Okay, and then product cost collector. So in the because in repetitive manufacturing we don't have the production order, we have the product cost collector. So product cost collector is one of the cost object in the repetitive manufacturing, because plan order cannot be cost object. So that's what in repetitive manufacturing we have the product cost collector. So product cost collector is cost object. So whatever you do the manufacturing, that cost settlement, manufacturing cost settlement will be happened with respect to this product cost collector. So but if you compare with discrete manufacturing, in discrete manufacturing production order is the cost object. So your manufacturing settlement will be happened with respect to that production order. But in case of repetitive manufacturing, product cost collector will be the cost object. Okay, then repetitive manufacturing profile. So this repetitive manufacturing profile will control your repetitive manufacturing process, consumption and good receipt, all the costing. So all this control happened through this profile. So however, this is not the transactional data, but this is part of the configuration, but this is essential for the repetitive manufacturing. So you have to maintain the repetitive manufacturing profile in the metal master, for which manufacturing going to happen. Okay, so these are the about the master data. Then these are transaction codes. So you know the metal master transaction code, bill of material transaction code, rate routing, CA 21, 22, 23 for rate routing, And now product cost collector, KKF6N, product cost collector, and then back plus. So back plus means repetitive manufacturing confirmation, so that we can do in MFBF. And if you are using handling unit, and further I will discuss what is handling unit. And if you are using the handling unit, you can use the transaction MFHU for the manufacturing confirmation. And MF50, you can create the plan order manually. Suppose you know the suppose a finished product, you know the sales situation, you have a scheduling agreement from the customer, so you know how much demand for that material. So you don't want MRP to create the plan order based on that sales requirement, but you want to create for finished product, you want to create the manual plan order, and that should not be changed by MRP. So in that case, you can use the MF50. So you can create for a month or week, you can create the plan order. Okay, so from there also you can trigger. And some business, they are using the custom transaction code to create the plan order for the finished material. Okay, so mostly in business who is following the repetitive manufacturing, they don't allow to create the don't allow MRP to create plan order for the finished part, or they don't want to change their plan order for the finished part. Generally, they create plan order manually, either through MF50 or by using some custom transaction code to create the plan order for the finished material. So then for the lower level material, they use the MRP to generate the dependent requirement and plan order for the below level material. But high level for finished material, generally business create manually, because what they did, they compare every week requirement and what is the stock. So based on that, their planning team analyze both stock and demand. Based on that, they also they compare what is the supplier's capability. So based on that, they plan what is the manufacturing planning for next week. This week they plan for the next week. Okay, so based on that, mostly business they follow that in that way, so that they create planner manually, either by using some custom transaction code or by using MF50. Okay, then this is the transaction for handling unit, like Homo is one of the report for handling unit, and HU02 for to change, HU03 to display the handling unit. Okay, let's go to the SAP. So here, let me log in. So first we'll go through the master data. MM03, and this is the material. Okay, so if I go here, so this is the material, repeated material. If you look at, this is the production version, so you have to activate this repetitive manufacturing in Metal Master, and you have to assign this profile. So this REM profile. So there are different REM profile is being there in the system. So based on your business process, you can use the repetitive manufacturing profile. So you have to assign the material for, because this material is under repetitive manufacturing. So I have assigned this repetitive manufacturing profile here. Okay. Then if I go to the production version, so look at, this is the rate routing. Okay. So this rate routing and BOM, the combination, and this is the repetitive manufacturing allowed. So in production version also you have to activate this checkbox. Okay, and the production line. So production line is generally like you production line is, that is assembly line, you say. So under your assembly line there are some stations are there, workstations are there. Okay, so similarly you can create one production line and you can assign here. Okay, so means you can say this particular line being used for this products manufacturing, and under that line, production line, there will be the multiple workstation. However, that workstation also being you created as the need to create it as the work center, and if you need you can create like some kind of hierarchy, work center hierarchy. Okay, so that production line you can assign here. Okay, now after that, so this is about the in metal master setting. Okay, and now bomb, it will be same as it we are using. Okay, and then rate routing. So rate routing here, so here you can assign the work center. So if you look at, we have assigned the linear one production line under linear, like linear 10, linear 20, linear 30. All these are stations, and all these are the activities being happen. Suppose if I say 10, 20, 30, these three activities happened in the linear 10. Okay, similarly in linear 20, 40, 50 activities. So similarly you can design your master data. Okay, and also one more thing, like we can create also reference rate routing. We can create reference rate routing. So suppose, so what will be the benefit of using the reference rate routing? Suppose your different multiple products are following the same activity, same sequence of activity, same operations, then if you create reference rate routing, you will assign directly to the rate routing of your material, so that if any changes happened in your sequence of activity in the future, if you do the changes in the reference rate routing, and that will impact to all this material where this reference rate routing will be assigned. Okay, so that is the benefit from the reference rate routing. Okay, and it's because many business also doing the same, following the same process. Okay, so here if you want to assign the reference rate routing here, I'll go here. So here if you look at reference rate routing, here you have to give the group number, counter, and activity. Okay, so from this initial activities it will be copied all this. Suppose if you get 0010, so it will copy all this and it will update. Okay, so the create the reference rate routing, you have the transaction CA31. Okay, CA31, 32, 33, 32 to change the reference rate routing, 33 to display the reference rate routing. Okay, so now if you check, now we covered the material, BOM, rate routing, and production version, and we check the RM profile. Okay, so now, so before I proceed to the product cost collector, I will show you the RM profile configuration also. So here if you go to the production and repetitive manufacturing node, control, and create repetitive manufacturing profile, define. Okay, so here, so these are the being control 1, 2 movement types. So these are the control for the repetitive manufacturing. So that's what we say repetitive manufacturing profile control the repetitive manufacturing process. Okay, Now product cost collector KKF6N. So see, so you can create, if you click this one, here it will ask you the material, plant, your order type, okay, and then you can give the production version and confirm, so that it will copy. If you have the valid production version and order type, it will copy here. And if you look at header, if you get this order type, okay, and this is the internal order, it will create automatically. So whatever your manufacturing cost, that will be settled here only in this order, okay. And this is production version, okay. So if we want to check the cost, okay, you can check the costs here, okay. So that's it. We are saying the product cost collector is cost object for the repetitive manufacturing, because all these manufacturing costs will be settled here, okay. Now we'll see how to do the manufacturing confirmation. Okay, before manufacturing confirmation, again I will show the MF50. So here this is the transaction MF50. Here if you can give the material. So here you have the different options, or suppose you have the different many ordered metals with same production line, so you can choose the production line, okay. And because here I gave the metal number, okay, and this is the date, started and date, okay, planning table. So from here also we can create the plan order manually, okay. Things are not working. So here we can create the planning. We can trigger the planning from this transaction also, okay. But I don't know why it's suddenly not working. Okay, I will not wait. I'll let in next video I will show you this one. I think some issue with this one, okay. So this is the transaction MFPT. Here we can trigger our plan order. If you create the we want to create the manual, we can trigger here, okay. So now if I go here, so there if you want to create any plan order, you can that will reflect here, okay, in MD04. Now I will go to the manufacturing confirmation. Okay, so this is the transaction. You can do the manufacturing confirmation. So currently I am not creating any plan order, okay. So I'm just showing you the how to do the manufacturing confirmation, okay. So if you have the requirement and you have the plan order, you can create here. So even though either you can give the plan order reference, even though you will not give the plan order reference, so the quantity you confirm, that quantity will be reduced from your plan order quantity, okay. Suppose you have the quantity of 100 planned quantity of 100 pieces, and you confirm for 20 quantity. So this 20 quantity will be reduced from your plan order. Okay. So suppose if I give here 10. Okay, so if you look at now this material plant, after giving it, copy the production line and from production version, and this is production version and quantity. Okay, and I choose the assembly back plus, and if I choose the post with correction, so now it exploded the bomb. Okay, so if I save it, so if you look at GR and GI with the document is posted, means with this both good receipt and goods issue, so both happened at same time. If any error will come during your manufacturing because of any stock is not there for some component something, that error can also can be posted in repository in the Kogi. You can see that any kind of error during confirmation, that error you can see in the Kogi. Okay, so if I go and check the MMBE, okay, if you look at initially it was the 10 so we confirm for 10 in prior to that 4 stock was there. Okay, so now it is 14. Okay, so this one, so this is for 10. Okay, so if you look at 10 is the we received the material 131. So in case of repetitive manufacturing, we do the manufacturing confirmation. So here 131 will be used for the receiving of finished material, for receiving finished material. Okay, so this is the finished material. Okay, and these materials are for consumption 261. So these three materials are consumed and for finished material is received. Okay, so this is the manufacturing confirmation in the repetitive scenario. Okay, so now we use the MFBA without handling unit. Okay, if you have the handling unit, you need to use the transaction MFHU. Okay, in MFHU you need to put the handling unit and you have to confirm here. So now what is handling unit? So suppose your production, your manufacturing is integrated with warehouse, because your stock are being maintained in the warehouse. In that case you have to create the handling unit. Handling unit means like that is the combination of product plus packaging material. So a packaging material means either you are packing in the boxes or pallet, so that is your handling unit. So either in boxes or in pallet, those are the handling unit. Suppose if you say you are producing some kind of liquid bottles, and you are packing liquid bottles 10 pieces in one boxes, so that box is also a handling unit. And when you delivered, suppose you are, when production people when hand over to the warehouse people to shipping, that time you are not giving the one box, you are giving a whole pallet. In pallet you are putting suppose 100 boxes. In one pallet you are putting 100 boxes, and completing that by complete full of pallet you are hand over to the your shipping. So in that case what we will do, generally business do the practice of doing the confirmation on the pallet level. So they are considering pallet as one of the handling unit. Okay, and under within that pallet you will have the 100 boxes, and within that boxes there will be the around 10 pieces, 10 bottles. Each boxes have 10 bottles, and there are like 100 boxes in one pallet. Okay, so this is one of the example. If you define as per process, you can define. So in that case also, based on your product, you decide whether you will do confirmation at the pallet level or box level. Suppose you have the big products, so like one boxes will be big, so you can keep one or two boxes only in one pallet. So in that case you will do the confirm either box wise or in pallet wise. So based on business process, you will decide, you will confirm at each for each boxes or in each pallet. Okay, and accordingly you will define your handling unit. So for that, before because handling unit is basically the combination of product and packaging material, so you can define your packaging determination also. So there are some transaction POP1. So here you can define your packaging instruction. There, like you can put how much boxes or what, because along with carton boxes other material also required for packaging, right? You can maintain all those in packaging instruction, and that packaging instruction also can also link it to the material. Okay, in POF1, in packaging instruction determination, here you can assign those packaging instructions with your material. Okay, so that whenever you create the handling unit, that handling unit can be based on the material fetch. These are the packaging instruction. If you have the based on your customer, you are using the different packaging instruction, so you should have option to select the your packaging instruction. Okay, so accordingly you will choose the packaging instruction and create the handling unit. So that handling unit can be used to confirm the, suppose you are using the handling unit at the final for finished product, then you can use the MFHU. Okay, in MFHU to confirm. Okay, so this is the overview of handling unit, because here in my system it is not integrated with warehouse, that setup is not there. Okay, so this is the overview of handling unit. With this handling unit you can do the confirmation. Okay, hope you understood the repetitive manufacturing and what are the master prerequisites, how it difference from the discrete manufacturing. Okay, so hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.